All of these accidents occurred within USAFE. There are minor accidents and major accidents. Some leave the aircraft in one piece, some in pieces. Others just leave a hole in the ground. You can have accidents in any kind of aircraft. Almost $17 million. That was the cost of major aircraft accidents in USAFE alone during a single year. That $17 million represents only the cost of the aircraft after deducting depreciation and does not include the bills for personal injuries and property damage. Lives? Who can calculate them in dollars? More than 58% of all aircraft accidents in USAFE are attributed to pilot error. The truth is that you, the pilot, can create or fail to prevent a situation that can cost your life. Flying safety records indicate that the fellows who wind up on the Forms 14 are not always the victims of a single drastic mistake. More often than not, the cause is an accumulation of seemingly minor errors. Most of you pilots are good at your jobs. You've had the best training. You've got good equipment. But it's the little things that catch you. Just like they almost caught this pilot. Like a lot of other pilots, he thought that flying safety was personal, just between him and his plane. He slept through flying safety talks, or he let his mind drift. But he was converted. He became a believer, but fast.
Yeah, I buy it now, but my Frau almost collected on that fat insurance policy before I saw the light. It happened on one of those routine boondoggles. Yesterday I flew down here to Alpha from Bravo Air Base and RON.
Hiya, Pop, morning.
Should have left here a few hours ago, but I was partying last night and... Well, you know how that goes. A little oxygen will knock this in the head.
Don't kid me, that was you at the War
Oh, no, it wasn't, boy.
Morning, sir.
You got a clearance form?
Going on a jet flight?
Yeah.
Here you are.
Thanks a lot.
Want a local map?
Well, okay. Paperwork. Reams of it. 16 copies to the devil himself, with an info copy to every head shrinker in the puzzle palace. All this junk for a simple little flight. There's no sweat on this one. I can do it standing on my head. Now, like they say, you can't fight City Hall. Frequencies. Yeah, I know what Bravo Beacon is. Well, now to get my weather. Yeah, I better check the NOTAMs first. Boy. I just left Bravo yesterday. Nothing could have changed in that time. Let's see. Everything seems to be okay here. Cold front moving down.
Hi there. May I help you, sir?
No, thanks. I've been checking my own weather for years.
Well, okay.
That's all I'd need. A lecture on climatology. Well, Bravo is still VFR. I'm okay. in good shape. Everything checks out okay. I have a full service job, except for the oxygen supply, but that's just what I asked for. I'll have enough for this hop even after I take care of that hangover. I gotta report that lousy cabin pressure seal.
Thanks.
I have plenty of fuel, full internal load, and 50 gallons in each drop. The contest is ready to start. Enough for that hangover. This ought to knock the edge off it. I'll let it ride at 100% while I taxi.
One Alpha, clear for takeoff, winds 260 degrees at 14, over.
Roger, rolling.
Alpha, airborne at 16, clear tower frequency, over.
Roger, tower out.
This is great. Feel a lot better now. Hangover's gone. Everything's in the green. Altitude Angels 30, heading 030. Everything's right on the money. Approaching the control zone now. It looks like a little weather up ahead. Better give a position check to ground control.
Railroad, this is Air Force Jet 24129.
Air Force 24129, this is Railroad.
Over Buckshot at 1215, 30,000. Victor Fox, Alpha to Bravo. Estimating Bravo at 40 past the hour.
Roger, 129, out.
What's wrong with me? Must be that hangover again. Toad, forgot the blasted oxygen. I gotta get this frapping thing off and get out in a hurry. Better. Nice, thick air. What a stupid move. Should have remembered to turn off that 100%. Well, it's over. I'm okay now. Gotta watch that fuel, though. This can is really gulping it down at this altitude. I better tune in to Bird Dog about now. Now, let's see. Bravo beacon is 327. Whoops, I can't take much of that. Hangover's back. That's better. I must be off a little. Wonder why I had to make a right drift correction. Must be a pretty strong crosswind. I better get a steer. A practice steer, that's all I need.
Bravo, DF from 24129. Request practice steer to base.
Roger, 24129. Steer to base with 0 winds is 090 degrees.
090. There must be some mistake. I have your beacon right on the nose, and you give me a steer of 090.
Request you check that steer.
Roger, 129er. Transmit for another steer.
Roger, 129er. We have a class Alpha steer. Your last transmission indicates. So your steer is 092 degrees magnetic. Over.
But how can that be? I'm bird dog right on the money at 327 KCs. You must have made a mistake.
0129. For your information, Bravo beacon has been changed from 327 KCs to 205 KCs. The notification of this change was distributed yesterday to all bases in a NOTAM. You must have 326 KCs. The frequency from Medora Beacon, 60 miles northwest of Bravo.
The NOTAMs. Roger, Bravo Control.
0129, your last transmission indicates your steer is now 095.
By the way, what's your current weather?
0129, at the latest sequence time, 1200 Zebra. Bravo airbase, 200 feet, 4/10. Light rain, wind 070 degrees at 4 knots. Altimeter 29907.
Roger.
Well, the weather sure pitched me a curve. They had the front 50 miles north of Bravo. Unless I was looking at an old weather map, I should have read the sequences. It wouldn't have taken long.
Bravo Tower from 129. What are the GCA minimums for your base?
0129, GCA minimums for Bravo are 301 mile.
Well, I can't hack that. It's below minimums. What's the nearest alternate?
0129, closest alternate is Cocoa Air Base. Their last report was 4,000 broken at 5 miles.
Roger, we'll proceed to Cocoa. Will you make a check on the current weather there? That's about 40 miles from my present position. I don't have much fuel left.
Roger, 129er.
Things are beginning to pile up on me. First the oxygen runs out, and then Bravo's socked in. Now it'll be tight on fuel to Cocoa. I sure bought myself a lot of trouble. If I just had some oxygen, I could have stayed at altitude and cut down my fuel consumption.
Air Force 129, this is Bravo Tower.
Go ahead, Bravo.
Cocoa reports weather unchanged. 4,000 broken at 5 miles.
Roger.
I better get under this cotton-picking stuff while I can. There's Cocoa.
Cocoa Tower from Air Force 24129er.
And PFR have field in sight. Request landing instructions. I have 450 pounds.
Roger, 129er, land runway 26, call on the brake.
Roger.
Gear down.
Roger, 129. Check on the brake again.
Come on, you. Make with the wheels.
Tower, looks like I have 1 down and 2 up.
We have the glasses on you. Your main gear still appears to be up. crash. We have an 86 number 24129er in the pattern. He's at minimum fuel and
Can't get his gear down. Landing runway 26.
I'm gonna fall down if I don't get this can in soon. It's gonna be close.
129, this is Caravan. Try your emergency gear system.
I already tried it.
Did you pull it full out?
Tower, gear down, final.
Well, no business today. He made it.
129, cleared for a right turn off. Taxi to hard stand south side.
Well, that contest is over.
Tower, this is 129. I'm flamed out. Request a tow.
Roger. Let's go, boy. We gotta pick up a cold one.
Now, some of you may be thinking that this pilot should have augured in. Some of you may be saying, well, this is a motion picture. These things just don't happen in real life. Things like excessive drinking, lack of sleep before a flight, failure to check the NOTAMs, not knowing that the frequency of the destination had been changed, miscalculation of the weather, not listening to the weather officer, and not checking the sequences, not remembering to conserve the oxygen supply when there's a faulty cabin pressure seal, improper operation of the emergency gear system. Yes, you're right. This pilot probably would have clobbered. But you're wrong if you think these mistakes just don't happen. They have happened, time and time again. And when errors of this nature pile up on you, they comprise a lethal weapon. Through the magic of the motion picture, this pilot survived. But how about you? In your flying, do you depend upon magic, luck, or safe flying?